What's up guys, Ivan Carranza here and welcome to Bass Tone Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about using the Neural DSP Quad Cortex for a top 40 type of gig. That means wedding gigs, galas, corporate event, that kind of thing. And I talked about this on my previous Bass Tone Tuesday video, and funny enough I got a call to step in as a sub this week for that kind of gig. So I thought I would use the opportunity to use the Quad Cortex and make a preset for that. Unfortunately, I had to decline because I'm still not fit enough health-wise due to my knee. I can't play a full gig standing up, but I used the opportunity to make the preset and show you, what I would use, how I would do it, why I use different types of effects. Now I'm gonna turn on my camera here and you're gonna see what I have going on in the signal, the effects, the amp, the signal chain. So we're gonna go through that first and I'm gonna show you then the sounds that I have. So from left to right, I have an adaptive gate that is just a noise gate. It helps with the single coil pickups of the jazz and also when running distortion. Pretty useful. It's not doing a whole lot, but it's useful. Then I have an envelope filter here. Then a fuzz. Then an octave pedal, which has an octave down and also an octave up, which is pretty cool. Then we go into a chorus. Then we go into the amp, which is the Ampeg SVT. And as you can see, I've got a little bit going on. The gain is at 7.2, boosting some bass, mid-range is flat, a bit of treble. And this is my main clean sound, which you're gonna hear in a second. Then we have the cabinet, which is a 4x10 bassman cabinet with a dynamic 57 on a ribbon mic, blended. Then after the amp, I have some chorus. And then I have an EQ, which is off. I have it there just in case. And then at the end of the chain, I have a compressor, an SSL compressor, going 4-to-1, motor attack, release. Not doing a lot, it's just to even things out a little bit. I have 6 presets, A, B, C, D, E, and F, and I can switch between very different sounds by pressing only one switch, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, scene A is my clean tone, B is my drive, C is the clean with an octave, D is the synth one, envelope filter, and a chorus. So let's go to the main screen. This is my clean sound. Now it says clean-ish in there because depending how hard you hit, you do trigger a little bit of a breakup, which is pretty useful just to glue the bass with the rest of the instruments. You hear that? It's a little bit of breakup in there. On the mix or in the mix, you don't hear that. You just hear the bass as if it was clean, but it helps. That little bit of distortion helps to glue the bass. Right now, I'm running the neck pickup full, and it sounded like you heard. If I have to slap, I just turn on the bridge pickup. Really good slap sound, in my opinion. But most of the presets were done just with most of the sounds were done using the neck pickup. So that is my clean sound, and I would use that for pretty much all the songs in a set or most of the songs, and I would just vary with my technique, so fingers or with thumb, palm muted, or maybe playing closer to the neck. Now, if the set has some really aggressive rock songs, I can go to preset B and go like that with a pick or with my finger. Like that. The only thing that's changing between scene A and B is that on scene A, which is my clean sound, I have the gain at 7 and the master at noon kinda. Ultra switch is off, and when I turn on distortion, I'm pushing more gain and I'm cranking the master control, and that is what is kicking in the distortion. I'm not running a distortion pedal. I could go like that, but I preferred to keep 1 amp and just, push it into overdrive and then adjust and compensate for the loudness by turning down the output, as you can see here. Then on patch C, that is my octave preset, and that is just the clean sound with an octave below. Sounds kind of like sort of a synth-like, not quite, but almost. But I have it there in for the situations where I just want to have one note really pop out. Maybe when you're doing some hits, some kicks here and there, and you want to have more firepower. That kind of thing, for example. I just have it there for that. Or maybe there's a line that I want it to have more meat behind it. Some unison line with somebody else, for example, that might help. And for the real synth tones, I have patch D. Really, distorted, and I have there the fuzz going into the octave, going into a chorus, and then through my amp, and that is what is causing that sound. Really brutal. What I really like is to use a pick with that and go. Like a side chain bass, like a kick 4 on the floor. You're really cool sound. I really like it. Then on patch E, the classic. An envelope filter, really useful for funk songs. And the last sound is the clean sound plus a chorus at the end going after the amp, and it's there to make the bass sound a bit wider. Compared to it sounds a bit wider, has a bit more body, it covers a bit more sonic ground, which is cool for bass intros or for melody lines. That kind of thing, right? So I think with this preset, I can cover a lot of ground. Sonically, I can go from like, pop, rock, funk, synth, all those different types of music. And I just have to press one switch. If I need to make more changes, make something more specific to a particular setlist, I can do that as well, of course. But this is a fairly good starting point, I believe. And if you're a Quad Cortex user, I'm gonna put this in the cloud for you to use and check it out. Maybe it helps you. And feel free to experiment with, the effects and all the things that I have here as well. For the rest of you, let me know in the comments what kind of effects do you like to use for corporate gigs, top 40, galas, weddings, that kind of scenario. Let me know in the comment section. I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the content that's coming to the channel. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.